Kaylor is spiraling, and it's because she wants to be like PPG. Hey y'all, it's Chloe, and we're back with another video. Love Island Beyond the Villa, Season 1, Episode 1. Y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. I didn't think I was gonna like this show, but this cast, I feel, is made for TV. Okay, I literally enjoyed everything about this episode, from the drama to the shade to the side conversations, all the things, other things, y'all. We got some things to get into. But before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you watched my Love Island reviews and you decided to check out this review and you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because obviously you like it here and I want you here. If you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing well, I'm doing okay, and I'm ready to talk about PPG men, and the rest of the cast from Love Island Season 6. Y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Serena is meeting up with Kenny and Janae. Cordell's out of town, right? So Serena said that she's having separation anxiety because she's missing her man, and I totally get it, okay? I'm like that with my husband. I can't be away from him for too long. After like maybe a day, baby, give me back home. I need my man, okay? But she understands, because one of the first things he said to her is that he wants to be an actor, and so she's going to be very supportive and always be there for him, and I love that for them, okay? Now listen, Janae, I understand that you was trying to be there for your girl, and you was telling her that you can be Cordell, but the way y'all almost fell off that damn table is hilarious, because Janae, you're a little thick. You just can't be throwing that thing all around and not knowing if it could hold you up. What Beyonce say? I highly doubt this velvet rope will hold me up. Exactly. That's exactly what it was given. So while PPG and them are catching up on the other side of town, Kaylor, Liv, Connor, and Taylor are eating lunch. Connor said that he hasn't seen anyone from this season except for them. I'm trying to figure out why Connor's here. I feel like Janae at this point. Like, do we really need him here? Like, what's the purpose? He literally got sent home on his season. Nobody really liked him for real. I can deal with not seeing him on my screen. I'm just saying. But I guess if we're going to be all-inclusive, then we got to be all-inclusive, I guess, or whatever the case may be. Now, Kaylor wanted to make it very, very clear throughout this whole conversation that she is single, and she is having a hot girl summer. Meanwhile, Liv got her man. Okay, well, she got her man, but she don't want to tell nobody who her man is. We find out that Liv was actually staying with Kaylor and her family for a while. But she's doing well now, and she don't live with her anymore. Now, Liv is keeping that man a secret, but Janae almost slipped up and said who it was. If it wasn't for Kenny sitting there saying, "You don't say it, don't say it." Don't say, oh, she's like, I wasn't supposed to. No, Janae, you wasn't supposed to say it. Child, don't tell Janae a secret, because it seemed like it would get out immediately. Like right away. Now, Leah and Miguel meets up with Serena and Janae and Kenny, and they all look so happy together. They FaceTime Cordell. I said, look at the PPG men all back together again. I got the feels. Okay, I'm not going to hold you. I got the feels. I enjoyed this cast so much. This is the cast that introduced me to Love Island, so I'm sitting here like getting my life, right? So we find out that everybody is getting ready to go to this Love Island summer party. Leah asked them, like, is there anybody you don't want to see? Janae said, I don't want to see Connor, Little Miss Fake. And I said, I don't want to see Connor either. I'm glad we agree on something. She said that she don't know what his problem was. She didn't even know that they had a problem until she got out the villa and saw that he was calling her a mean girl. And he tried to lie on her to make herself look better, but everyone saw through the BS. And so, like, it is what it is. So she told production, keep that man away from me, and I'm not kidding. I said, keep that man away from her, because the way he behaved during his season, the way he like played in her face, the microaggressions, all the things that Connor did when Janae did absolutely nothing to him was out of pocket. Out of pocket. To get out the villa, do interviews and talk ish about her for no reason at all. You were the one who played in her face. You was the one who said, oh, it's going to take a lot for me to turn my head. And as soon as Leah got single, what did you do? Jump up and go after Leah. That's why Leah played in your face, Connor. You got what you deserve. But we going to move on, because that's a whole nother season for a whole nother conversation. Now, Miguel asked her, do she think that they would have a conversation? And Janae said, the window when we should have had a conversation, the window for the apology, all of that has expired. And now we can never be friends. It's given very much. If we got beef, we going to have beef forever. That's what it's giving. Now Kaylor is asking Connor how he feels about seeing Janae, and he said that he doesn't know if she still wants to rip his head off like she did at the reunion, but he wants to clear the air with her. Baby, it feels like Janae don't want nothing to do with you. You better not even look in her direction. The way she want production to keep you away from her, I'm surprised that you ain't get a restraining order with how serious she feels about you. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to, like, maybe stay your distance. Stay your distance. Stay your distance, okay? Now, Kendall said that he and Nicole have not talked since the reunion, and he said he feels like he had no backbone. And Liv's like, don't say that. Kendall, please, you are not a victim. You was out there playing games too. You absolutely did the most as well. Let's not act like we didn't see who you really was during your season either, sir. Let's not do that, okay? Now, Kayla's like, well, if you love someone, you don't treat them like that. Just like Aaron did me, especially on camera. Kaylor, this is not about you. This is not about you. One thing about Kaylor, she gonna make something about her all the time. Dagon Kendall is talking about what happened between him and Nicole. If you want to encourage him and let him know what he did was some BS and he should not have did it, he should not have lied, cool. But nobody asked you to bring Aaron into this. No, nobody asked you to bring Aaron into this. If you ask me, that girl still loves that man and she still wants that man, because now she's like, she's so nervous to see him because she really does care about him, but she feels like he hates her because he blocked her. You mean to tell me that Aaron treated you like ish and he blocked you? Kayla, girl, is giving desperate. It's giving very much. You want that man real bad and he's trying to like stay away from you. That's what it's giving. She said she's planning on talking to him when she sees him. Kaylor and Aaron are going to get on my everlasting nerve this season. And I feel like it's going to be Kaylor who's going to be chasing that man down. And because he's not going to give her the time of day, she's going to be all in her feelings and crying everywhere. Okay? Just like Kaylor does, child. Now, Connor goes to meet with Aaron, and I feel like this is the conversation we did not need. But nonetheless, we are here, okay? Aaron is back in the States. He's been recovering from all the backlash that he got because he had to disconnect because everybody was dragging him on the internet. He said he had to go outside and literally touch grass. So he's been like, camping in the woods with his brother, and he's getting more grounded. He said that he's been through depression, but he don't want to use the D word. He don't want to put that on himself, but he was definitely feeling down. Now, Aaron is still single, but Connor is dating someone that he really likes, and he said that he could see it becoming something serious. Do I care? Absolutely not. Do I care what Aaron got going on? Absolutely not. But are we going to be here for the plot? Absolutely. Let's do it, okay? So Connor asked him, is he ready to see Kayla? And he said he's not sure because she messaged him once and she asked to meet up with him, and he was like, he don't think that would be in their best interest, and they haven't spoken since then. I told y'all it was that day when Kayla chasing after that man. You can't expect for the whole world to be dragging him about how he treated you. You think that y'all about to pop out together? Absolutely not. The way you cursed that man out, the way you was on the streets, like, I'm single in New York doing a reunion and all the things of the things. Kayla, you said your piece. You had your closure. Why are you still bothering this man? I don't know, y'all. I don't get it at all. But I guess the heart wants what the heart wants, even though she tries to say that the heart doesn't want it, you know? So Kayla and Liv apparently have an issue, right? She spoke to Liv because the guy who Liv is dating was throwing a party. So she called Liv like, we going to the party or not? And Liv was like, the party is canceled. We just going to go to dinner. So Kayla was like, I bet. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go to bed. It is what it is. But when she woke up, she saw that Kendall posted a Snapchat of them at the club partying. So now she just feels away. So she's on the phone with her dad, and she told him like she's upset because like it feels like Liv lied to her, like she didn't really want her to be there. So that's why she told her that their party was canceled, and then come to find out she's out there with Kendall or whatever. And her dad's like, well, she had the opportunity to show you she was a friend, but instead she chose to show you that she was an associate. So treat her like one. And I'm like, okay, I totally understand why Kaylor is upset. Because I would definitely be upset too. Because if you tell me that the party is canceled, I go to sleep and I wake up and y'all outside partying, I'm going to feel away. But here's my thing, Kayla. You didn't even call Liv and ask her what's going on. You didn't send her a text message and say, oh, so it was a party. Why you ain't tell me? You literally went to call your dad and bash her when you don't even know what the whole situation is for real. Because was the boyfriend in the picture? Could it have just been her and Kendall just decided to go out? We don't even know what really happened for real. You just assume that they went to the party. That's the only issue I have with this, because your feelings are valid, but did you fact check anything? Absolutely not. Now, Kayla feels like she's been left out, especially because, Kendall is here with Liv and they like best friends and they be having fun. But she's supposed to be Liv's best friend because she let Liv stay with her for 2 months. And if it wasn't for her, Liv wouldn't even be here. And I feel like that's not fair, but try to hold that over Liv's head, that everything she do, she owes to you. Everywhere she goes, she has to tell you. Everything she does, she has to do it with you because you let her stay with you for 2 months. Yes, I understand that, y'all supposed to communicate and hang out and have fun, but the girl can have a life of her own. God forbid the girl have a life of her own, okay? So now Kayla is crying because she's realizing that she cherishes her friendships very different than everyone else. And she always ends up getting hurt. Literally, we're 20 minutes in and Kayla's crying already. Y'all know I don't have an issue with nobody crying, but Kayla, you didn't even figure out why you crying. You just crying. So then we cut to Janae and Kenny, and Janae and Kenny live next door to each other. Janae wants to live together. Kenny said he need his space. You can be close, but not too close, okay? So he went over to Janae's apartment. Janae's like, can you take out the trash? Because you my man or whatever. And since you live next door and you don't want to live here, I still need you to do what you need to do. Take that trash out. He like, I don't even know where to take it to, but I'll take it out nonetheless. So while they're sitting there talking, Janae said when they get to the event tonight, she wants to check on Aaron because she knows he's been through a lot and everybody deserves forgiveness except for Connor. Janae is so funny because Janae, not everybody deserves forgiveness as long as they don't cross you, okay? If they cross you, they don't get forgiveness. But as long as they don't cross you, hey, we can forgive them, right? Because that's definitely the vibe that she was giving. Now, Janae told Kenny, don't look at Connor, don't talk to Connor, don't say nothing to Connor. And Kenny's like, so what you want me to walk by like this? You want me to walk like this? I said, yo, they are hilarious. She was like, that's exactly what I want you to do. So Kenny's like, so I can't even say hi. I can't give him no dab, nothing. And she's like, dabbing up the ops is like crazy. I'm like, yo, Janae, girl. One thing about Kenny, he gonna do whatever Janae tell him, okay? He gonna go in there and he ain't gonna say nothing to Connor. Absolutely nothing. So while Janae and Kenny's having this conversation, we see Connor and Aaron in the car, and Connor's wondering why Kenny unfollowed him. I'm not a rocket science, right? I don't have a degree in science at all. My common sense will let me know that you was talking cash about his girl, so you don't understand why he would unfollow you. I mean, I really need you to think about this. You think that you don't know why the man will unfollow you when you was talking hella ish about his girl? Like, be effing for real, Connor. Like, that's how I already know that you not going to be loyal to your girl. If the math don't make sense to you now, I guess it would never make sense to you. So then we cut over to Leah and Miguel in the car, and Leah is saying that she don't think that Kayla and Aaron should get back together. I don't either. Because it's obvious that Aaron is ready to move on and close that chapter, but it seems like Kaylor is the one trying to hunt that man down, okay? She's hoping that Liv would never let it happen. And I'm like, the way Liv and Kayla going, it seems at this point like Kayla going to run to Aaron because she ain't got nobody else to run to. But Leah doesn't think that Aaron would treat her right. I mean, history has shown that he hasn't treated her right. So, wait, does Leah think that Kendall and Liv are like low-key hooking up? She said that they call themselves brother or sister, but they're always like together. I don't know. I was thinking it's giving more so like lavender marriage, like, because never mind. Never mind. Not even going to get into it. But we did see that, Kendall did say that Liv was his type in the real world. But I don't think Liv would give that man the time of day, especially after how everything went down with Nicole. But it did make me think for half a second. Is that why they didn't invite Kayla to the party? Was it just Liv and Kendall outside living their best life? Is that why they left Kayla at home so that they can have some time together? Child, I'm just making up stuff because we know that ain't what it was. We definitely know that's not what it was. So we get back to Kayla, and Kayla is still talking about how Liv is such a horrible friend, right? And apparently, this isn't the first time that Liv has done something to Kayla that made her question her character, because Kayla told us that they were working with a brand and the brand gave them a camera. Now, Liv passed it off like, oh my God, I just bought a new camera. I just bought a new camera. So when she got in contact with the guy to get the camera that they promised both of them, he said, oh, I already give it to Liv. So now she feels like, dang, so Liv lied to me and about the camera? Like, for what? And I'm sitting here like, that's kind of effed up, Liv. That's giving very much snake move. I can understand why Kaylor is feeling the way she's feeling, but my thing is, if you gonna move past it and forgive the girl, then you gotta start fresh. If you want to continue to let her lie to you and play in your face, that's on you at this point, Kaylor. That's completely on you. Meanwhile, Liv is in the car telling Kendall how grateful she is to have Kayla as a friend, and she's more like a sister to her, and how grateful she is for letting her stay with her, because if it wasn't for her, she wouldn't even be in the States right now. I'm like, well, that's definitely two sides to the story because Kayla's over there like, she's a liar, she's not a great friend, and all the things are the things. Meanwhile, Liv is over here like, I just love her so much, I appreciate her so much. And I'm sitting here like, you see what I mean, Kaylor? Instead of you just calling your friend up and having a conversation with her, you are holding on to so much anger and animosity towards her. And that's not healthy in any type of friendship. So as much as you think you're being a good friend, you're really not. You're really not, all right? We finally get to this Love Island party that everybody has been talking about and getting ready for and anxious for. Cordell is in the building. Hey, Cordell. Hey. Y'all know I love me some Cordell and Serena. So I was excited to see him on camera. We can tell that he don't really got a contract for real because we get glimpses of him, but we don't hear him saying much. You know what I mean? Like, he there, but he not like in the camera or whatever. I think they should have gave him a little mini contract since he gonna be there every now and then again, so we can get a little confessional or something, a little bit of something. You know what I mean? Cut my boy his coin and get him a confessional for every now and then and again. All right. So everybody is at this dag on Love Island party. We see a lot of Islanders from past seasons, really, really giving what it's supposed to give. Okay. Kendall was trying to spit game to some girl, very, very awkward. You can tell he don't really know what he doing for real. All right. Kayla's on the red carpet and she's mad at Liv because Liv is like, yes, Kaylor, do your thing. And she think that Liv is being fake or whatever. Kayla gonna be Kayla. If she ain't do nothing else, she gonna be Kayla. So now Kenny purposely is avoiding Connor. And Connor's like trying to talk to him, but he's like trying not to make eye contact. And Janae is just watching. Don't say nothing. You better not look his way. Yeah, let me make sure. I am cracking up because Kitty don't play when it comes to Janae. That man do every and anything that she tells him. He is not trying to mess this up by any means necessary, okay? Leah feels like it's old. Janae, let it go. Like, you dated that man for 2 days. Like, if I can move on from Rob, you can move on from Connor. And I'm like, well, she's not you, Janae. And Rob didn't go around talking hella ish about you either. It's one thing for how everything went down in the villa, but the way he behaved outside the villa is crazy. The things he was saying, all the microaggression, all the things that Connor did was disgusting. It was disgusting. So I could understand how easy it is for you to let it go with Rob, because Rob also didn't say a lot of nasty things about you. So it's not the same. And she has every right to not want to talk to that man again if she don't want to. She don't owe him absolutely nothing. So, Kayla girl, just go say hi to Aaron already. Just go say hi to Aaron already. I'm so sick of her. And you see Aaron? Oh my God, you see Aaron? You see Aaron? Janae, we did not need a prayer for the conversation that Kayla is going to have with Aaron. We didn't need a prayer. Stop wasting God's time with these little old prayers that don't make no sense. And then you did all that praying just for her to go over there, for them to just keep saying, you want to talk? Yeah, you want to talk? Yeah, you want to talk? Yeah, you want to talk? But then she tells him that she doesn't want to talk here because when it comes to him, her heart is heavy and she doesn't want to do it in this setting. So why go to that man and say, do you want to talk? Why not just go say, hey, give him a hug and move on? Make it make sense, okay? But then Kayla did something. Kayla, Kayla was like, do you want to come see my place? What? Lord help me. Kayla is going to take me out this girl. She is going to stress me out this season. What do you mean? Do he wants to come see your place? Then she's like, I'm not going to ask you to stay the night or nothing. I'm not going to ask you to stay the night or nothing. We need to get her in therapy. I don't know if she took therapy after the season, but it's giving she really needs to get into it. He was like, yeah, because no, that's kind of a stupid idea. Like, absolutely. One thing you can't say is that he's leading that girl on, because he is not. I'm just sitting here like, Kayla, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. So then we switch the conversation because now it's awkward. So we talk about the dog, we talk about the family, we move on, right? He does apologize for all the gaslighting and manipulating he did to her in the past. And she's like, but I do still care about you. I don't want this to be awkward. I don't want you to feel like I hate you or anything. But I just don't agree with how you acted. You didn't have to lie to me. I gave my heart to you the whole summer. This, that, and the other. I'm like, girl, this is not the time. This is not the time. I could have sworn that you and Aaron had the closure y'all needed. Why are we doing this now at the Love Island premiere party? Why are we doing this? Okay. So then he's like, well, we can be friends. She's like, maybe not friends, maybe very much cordial. Girl, you just invited that man back to your house. Be effing for real, Kaylor. Be effing for real. But nonetheless, she says, I thank you for teaching me how to stand up for myself and how to have a backbone, because that's the one thing that I've learned from you. Well, good for you, Kaylor. I'm glad that you are learning to stand up for yourself. But the way you are standing up for yourself is giving very much spiraling out of control, okay? That's exactly what it's giving. So he asked her, are you happy? And she said, no. She's not happy. She feels like she was very much happier before she came on this show. And from this episode, it's very obvious that this is not the life that she wanted for herself. And I honestly think it all stems from daggone Aaron. That man drained the living crap out of her those 6 weeks that we were in the villa. So much so that she is still holding on to all that hurt. All that hurt that he put her through. Child. Whew. Anyway, Serena and Cordell, listen, they be having a time. Them two together be having a time. They look so cute. They always laughing. They joking. Like, it's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. Now, Connor goes to pull Kenny to the side because he wants to have a chat. So he wants to know, like, what was the energy shift? Why did you unfollow me? Kenny was like, you disrespected Janae and you never apologized. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Like, be fucking for real. Excuse my language, y'all. Because, like, what is it? I really feel like Janae, when it come to Connor, keep that man away from me, okay? Then Kenny was like, you went on a podcast and everything you had to say about Janae was absolutely negative. And Connor was like, well, they just wanted to talk about Janae. They kept asking me stuff about Janae, so I kind of just said some things. Yeah, you said some things because you wanted some clout. You tried to make her out to be a mean girl, tried to make her out to be nasty, being very disrespectful for no reason at all because you wanted some clout. And it backfired on your behind because now nobody likes you. So please, go away. One thing about Kenny, he was standing on business when it came to Janae. Because he was like, and you could have been more honest with her inside the villa. This ain't got nothing to do with me. But that's part of me, and the way you treated her is the issue. So therefore, we have an issue. And Kenny was like, but then on top of that, you had a whole year to apologize, and you still haven't. And Conor was like, but I did apologize. I sent it in the DMs. I guess the DM apology counts for something. I guess. I mean, I understand that Connor felt bad about what he did. I read what the message said. He was apologetic. He was sorry. He wanted to talk to her. Cool. But there was other ways you could have got in contact with Janae. I know a lot of people who don't even have as many followers as Janae who are never on their Instagram Messenger, okay? Because there's a lot of weird people out here and people like to stay away from that. So you thought that the best way to get in contact with Janae was through DMs when you know almost everybody in her immediate circle that you could have reached out to set up something, to talk to her, to apologize, or to relay a message. Yeah, okay. So he said that he definitely wants to apologize face to face. I don't believe it, because if you wanted to, you would have already. Why wait till we get on a reality TV show to now want to take the opportunity to apologize to me face to face? You talk to Liv, you talk to Kaylor, you talk to Kendall, you talk to all of them, and I'm sure they have access to Janae. So please, if you wanted to, you would. You didn't want to, so you didn't. Point blank, period. But now, while they're in the middle of this conversation, Janae goes to pull Kenny like, let's go get a drink, because you talking for too long, and I told you not to talk to that man, right? So Janae was like, I see you talking to Kenny, and he was like, he pulled me for a chat. He was like, can I chat with you? And she was like, a chat? Ugh, that's so last summer. Y'all, I was cracking up because, like, Janae, girl, child. But Kenny does feel some type of way because he's in the confessional. Like, I don't understand why she's still stuck on what Connor said. Like, me and her together, like, why does it even matter at this point? It's principle. It's principle. That's all it is, Kenny. It's just principle. So Kenny tells Janae that Connor sent her a DM, and she was like, I don't check my DMs. I would have never saw that. Exactly. So, y'all, Kaylor is still spiraling. She's still spiraling, okay? She is mad that Liv got glam when she didn't, because they was going out to the bar together, and she's going on about this camera and the party and how Liv's is just a liar. She's a fake ass B. She's a whack ass friend. She is all types of things and the things of the things. And the whole time I'm sitting here listening to Kaylor talk hella cash-ish about daggone Liv, I'm looking at Kendall. And I'm like, Kaylor, don't say all this stuff around Kendall, because you know what Kendall gonna do. He gonna go back and tell Liv. Like, you can't be doing that. We already know that Kendall's a flip-flopping ass. You know that. So now Kaylor does go talk to Liv because she wants to know what happened to the party, what happened at the party. And Liv is like, we end up going to the party and Kendall was just so happened to be there. Like, I didn't call Kendall up. And she was like, okay, yeah, because you sound stupid. Instead of just asking that girl what happened, you decide to wait till you get to an event to call her out on this. Then she was like, and what about the time that you got glam and I didn't get glam and you didn't tell me that you was getting glam and we was going to a bar? And Liv was like, we were going to be on camera. You should have known to do your makeup. I'm sitting here like, at this point, Kaylor is just reaching for things. Like, Kaylor, what are you doing, girl? What is going on? Liv was like, do you tell me when you go get a tan? Do you tell me when you go do stuff? Like, do I have to tell you that I'm getting my makeup done? And I'm saying here like, Kaylor, you need to relax because you are really doing too much for no reason at all, okay? So then she wants to bring up this camera. Now, from my understanding, Kaylor and Liv already had this conversation about the camera. So I'm trying to figure out why we bringing it up again. What is going on, Kaylor? What is really going on? So Janae is like, Kendall, come here. Mind your business. This is why you always in stuff. But what's the tea? What's going on? Tell me what's happening. And Kendall starts running everything down. Like, she's mad because she got glam and they went to the party and Janae was like, oh, okay. Well, at least they both look cute. Keep her on my screen. Keep her on my screen, okay? I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you feel about Janae. Keep her on my screen, okay? The way she was carrying on this season really got me, okay? Because the one-liners was giving what they were supposed to give. I'm not going to hold you at all. And of course, you know, Kenny flip-flopping gonna tell everybody's business to everybody. And while they having that conversation, now Kaylor is going off and Liv is sitting there like, wait, why didn't you call me? Why you wait till we get around a bunch of people to start calling me a liar, a fake friend? And listen, let me tell you something. The way Kaylor cursed Liv out, she would not be my friend. She said, let me tell you what she said because I wrote it down. Excuse my language, okay? She was like, don't fucking do that shit. I'm tired of your fucking games. I was convenient to you when you was in the States alone. Now I'm here in LA seeing my ex-boyfriend for the first time and you being a shitty ass friend. Pause. Is she not here with you seeing your ex-boyfriend for the very first time? You literally made it seem like she owes you everything because you let her stay with you for 2 months. If you felt like Liv was being this effed up person, you should have been cut her off. You didn't even give her the opportunity to explain what happened with the whole party thing. You just literally started attacking her. Not only that, you bringing up old ish. Not only that, old ish that y'all already made up from. Kaylor, girl, get some therapy. Get some therapy. Like, I understand where you coming from. I get it. She crossed you too many times. You feel like she's done you dirty. Then be done with her. Be done with her. And I'm with Kendall. It does seem petty, but it also feels very deep at the same time. I feel like Kaylor feels like she has no one. When it comes to this whole group dynamic, when she told Connor, I just want to be like PPG would live, it made perfect sense to me. Because PPG have their sisterhood and she feels like she didn't get a part of that. She didn't get that sisterhood, that friendship. So she bonded with Liv thinking that they can have their own PPG type situation, and that's not what she's getting. And because she's not getting that or the treatment that PPG is getting, she's spiraling because she doesn't know how to control it. And she feels alone in this whole universe that is Love Island. That's what I picked up from it, okay? But the way that she went on and carried on talking about Liv like that in front of all those people was crazy. Because, like, you can't claim to be someone's friend and embarrass them out there in public in front of their peers when there's cameras around. Nah, Kayla, that was the wrong move. That was the wrong freaking move. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the episode. I definitely enjoyed the episode. I do feel like it's going to be light, a little bit of drama, a lot of laughs, good friendships, good conversations. And I'm just happy to see, how this goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and join me back next week for another Love Island Beyond the Villa review. With all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.